You guys, it has been so long since I did an update video, and randomly, I don't know how, because I don't have any followers and I haven't posted in months and months, and for some reason like 2 or 3 days ago I got like 3 comments on 3 different videos from 3 different people, and I was like, what is this? I was like, maybe this is a sign I need to start posting again. And I've been thinking about it, and like the past few months I'll like start recording and then something will happen and I get interrupted. I'm like, oh, I'll get back to it later, and then like it's one of my kids' birthdays, and then it's a school event, and then it's a holiday, and then it's another birthday, and then it's just like all these things. And so I just haven't updated. And you know what? Today was a very long day. We did Christmas shopping, put up the Christmas tree, put up my, what is this called? Like a little village, like the little houses, a village. I don't know. My husband had a work event. They opened a new office, so we went over there, saw the new office. And now I just put the kids to bed. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down and film this. So it's probably just going to be a lot of word vomit coming at you real fast. But this is what we're doing because I'm updating you. So if you haven't watched me before, I'm going to do a little brief summary. And even if you have watched me, because I'm so consistent on updating, I'm just going to do a brief little rewind of where we are in this weight loss journey. So it'll be 3 years in like the middle or end of February. So it's like 2 3/4 years ago, I had weight loss surgery. I had the gastric sleeve, lost 100 pounds that first year, and I was stoked. I've struggled with PCOS and all these different hormone problems my whole adult life. I went on birth control at 18 when I first met my husband, and then we got married, and I was 19, and I was like, now would be a great time to like start a little family, because I'm in Utah and that's what we do here. And anyway, I went off birth control, and my PCOS just like, I deeply regret ever going on birth control because it was wild. But anyway, that's a different story for another day. So anyway, my PCOS went amok, and I struggled with my weight ever since, and I just kept packing on pounds. So then I had weight loss surgery, and I lost 100 pounds in a year. I got my cycles back. A lot of my PCOS symptoms like disappeared. I was doing and feeling great. And then the second year after surgery, I just stalled, and it did not matter what I did. I was tracking every little thing I bit, every little thing I sniffed. Like I was tracking everything. I was doing all the workouts, all the different type of workouts I could do. I tried everything, and I was just stalled. I'm like, this is stupid because I still have like 100 pounds to lose. Like, yeah, I lost 100, but your girl's big, and she still had like 100 pounds to lose. And I was like that for a year, and then it came to be about probably April-ish, and I was like, you know what? It's almost summertime. I'm going to focus on getting my kids graduated for the year with their, not graduated high school, but like graduated their classes they were in. And then I'm going to enjoy the summer. And by enjoy the summer, we went on trips. We were at the pool like almost every day. We were like bronzed beauties. It was the best summer. We were at the pool all day, every day. If we weren't at the pool, we were doing hikes. We found all these waterfalls around us. We explored so many mountains. We went in caves. Like, it was so fun. Had the best summer. And then about 5 months ago, towards the end of summer, well, probably like, yeah, June-ish, I don't know. I decided, I'm in a support group, I guess you call it, but it's just with patients of my specific doctor. My doctor's in there too, but we just have like a little support group and whatever. And a lot of people that were stalling were going on the weight loss injections to help break them through, like when they hit plateaus. And so I got on weight loss injections. I was doing semaglutide. For a little while, I was doing alternating. I was doing semaglutide and whatever the other one is. Like, semaglutide is like the Ozempic, and then the other one is like the Wegovy. So like they're two different GLP-1s, whatever. So for a while I was alternating them because they said a lot of people's PCOS respond well to alternating them. I did not, so I just went back on the semaglutide. So I was on it for about 5-6 months. I took my last shot last week. I lost 30 pounds. So I broke through my little stall. I'm super excited about that. Got into Wonderland. So when I weighed in last week, I barely squeaked by. I'll put in the footage here, but I think I was 199.8. So yeah, I was super excited to be in the 100s because honestly, I have not been in the 100s since 2000, I think since 2009. So like this weight has been on me for a minute. And yeah, I'm super excited that the injections helped me get past that little stall and I'm in the 100s. And I just feel like now's a good time to get off of the shots. And who knows, I may go back on them. I don't know. But right now I'm going to take a little break. Let it it does take a few weeks to like get out of your body. But I just kind of noticed I've not been feeling the greatest after getting my shots these last couple times. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. One thing I really did when I was on the shots, I wasn't exercising. I mean, I did here and there, but nothing consistently, so I don't count it. I was doing a lot of like walks, but no like exercise, like in the gym type of exercise is what I'm meaning. One thing I did though is while I was on the shots, I do feel like I've really fine-tuned my personal like supplement regimen that's working really well for me. I'm still on some of the main ones that my doctor recommends for bariatric patients, but I have added a few and replaced a few, and I feel like I'm just at a really, really good spot with my supplements. So that's one thing I did kind of take advantage of while I was on the shots and still losing weight, was really fine-tuning my supplements. But now that I've decided to take a break, I am going to start again focusing on getting back to working out and tracking, which even before the shots, I still have my physical restriction. Like I can't eat more than, depending on what food it is, 6 to some foods I can eat about 8 ounces. It's like 6 to 8 ounces of food at a sitting. So my calorie intake is still relatively low. It is low. But I need to start tracking again my protein and a couple other macronutrients. So I'm going to start doing that again. So all that is to say is when I was really on track and doing my best, I was uploading at least weekly. Like I'd film a weekly weigh-in. I was uploading monthly pictures, and that's when I was doing the greatest. And I kind of go back and forth on that because I'm like, okay, I have like 10 followers. Like, who am I even uploading this for? Like, you know, but then I'm like, it keeps me accountable. And maybe those 10 people are considering weight loss surgery, or they're considering the injections, or they already had surgery and they're stalled. So who knows? Maybe I'm helping someone out there, and I hope that I am. But also selfishly, it does keep me accountable, because in my head I'm like, well, what if there's that one person out there that's like watching me and like seeing if I can do it, or like waiting for me to fail, which I know like I'm not that important to anyone, but there's just always that part of you that like there's someone watching me like waiting for me to fail, and it's like, girl, you're not that important, relax. But it did just keep me really accountable, and I feel like that's when I was having like the most success. And I did like filming. Well, I didn't like filming when I had my like bad weeks as far as like no weigh-ins. But again, it did just keep me up and going, because when I had those weeks where I was hitting my workouts really hard, tracking all my food really well, and like the scale didn't move, uploading it still, even though I was frustrated, like it still kept me going, because it's like, no, like we're going to just push through and see what happens the next week. And a lot of times the next week the scale would move and I'd feel better. But yeah, I don't really have like a gym buddy or anything. So I feel like this just is kind of like a little, I don't know, psychologically, it just keeps me going, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but this is where we are. So I'm not exactly sure how often I'm going to film, what I'm going to film, but I'm going to be doing something, because part of me is like, oh, I should upload like my workouts, because I've done that before. But then I'm like, my workouts are so boring and there's nothing like magical. I'm not doing anything groundbreaking or impressive. So why would anyone watch that? But then I'm like, but there's a few people I watch on weight loss journeys and I watch them work out. So like, but then I'm like, yeah, but that's boring. No one's going to want to watch that. So I want to upload it. But then it's like, but I know if I'm going to film it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to push myself harder because I'm filming it. And so it's like, if nothing else, it'll just continue to push me on my workouts. So I don't know. It's like this big internal struggle. And then I'm like, oh, I could film like what I eat in a day, because I watch some of those, and some of those like I find really interesting. But then like I just eat really repetitive, boring foods. So again, I'm like, who's going to want to watch this? But then I'm like, but there's some bariatric people I watch and they eat the same boring, repetitive foods and I still watch their videos. So like, I don't know. I'm just like going back and forth because it's like, I don't feel like I'm particularly entertaining. Like here, I've been rambling now for 10 minutes about what? I don't know, man. And like, I'm not like great at editing and I'm not, it's like, I don't know who's watching this. I don't know. If you are watching it, thank you. And I appreciate you because it does keep me motivated and accountable. And I guess I'm just doing it for mostly that reason. Hopefully I am helping someone along the way. I hope something I do helps you, or at least maybe I'm just background noise while you're like cleaning your house, because sometimes I listen to YouTube just as background noise. Which again, I'm not the most entertaining, so if you're listening to me for background noise, bless your little heart. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, guys. I'm going to be uploading something. What it is and when it is, I don't exactly know yet. So if you have suggestions, let me know. If there's something you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I don't know what you're going to get. Probably just me working out in my garage or walking my dog. My bangs are too long and also too short at the same time. They're like the awkward, just blend in bangs. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're getting back on track. But I did just want to update you guys, let you know I'm going off of the weight loss injections for the few people that have asked me and are curious. And yeah, we're just going to get back in the gym, get back to walking my little doggy. He's sitting right next to me. He's a Chihuahua. Well, he's half Chihuahua, so he's over here shaking. He's a little shaky boy. This is Ozzy Posborn, the Prince of Barkness. Are you a good boy, Ozzy? He just has to be, he's old and he has to be right next to me. And he just shakes all the time. But anyway, so yeah. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see, or if you have any questions about anything, or I don't know. Oh, one thing though, my daughter, I'm usually like a classical Christmas type of person. I normally do like traditional Christmas trees. That's what I like. White lights, classic Christmas trees, whatever. Last year, my kids, I thought, were pushing me to the limit because they wanted the Grinch. So I was still able to use a lot of like my red and green kind of classical Christmas ornaments. And then I threw in like a little few like whimsy, like curly cues, like kind of reminded me of like Whoville. And we had a Grinch on the top and like we had a sign in it that said Merry Grinchmas. And that was like a push for me. And then this year happened. And the problem is I took my kids into Hobby Lobby and they walked down the ornament aisle. And my daughter in particular saw these ice cream cones. And then my son saw, where are they? Oh, these donuts. And my daughter goes, Mom. And she looks at me with her big brown little like deer in the headlight eyeballs and was like, Mom, I really think we should do a Candyland Christmas tree. And I was like, and in my mind, I was like, your mommy is a type A, very traditional kind of gal, Savannah. But then I also remembered my kids are only going to be into this tacky Christmas stuff for a few years. So I'm just going to let them have the Christmas of their dreams. So hold on 1 minute and you'll get a full view of this bad boy. Okay, oh, and then my husband decided to top it off. He got this tree skirt. So that's a thing of beauty. But anyway, this is the tree. My daughter really loved these giant, you can see how big they are, these giant candies and these big macaroons, or macarons if you're fancy. And then they picked out these gumdrop lanyard. I mean, everything on here is new because I had none of this. And thank goodness it was 50% off. But one thing though, my daughter picked out this tree topper, which isn't a tree topper. It's actually like a waffle cone that should go in like a gingerbread village. But she's like, Mom, I think that would look perfect on the top of our tree. And I'm like, you do you? And then she's like, oh, and these cookies and these cotton candies. So anyway, that's my tree. Honestly, for being what it is cute. Is it my taste? No. Are my children happy? 1000%. Although I do love these little dipped marshmallows. Where are they? Look how cute those are. I mean, oh, and then my father-in-law was super jealous of our tree. Or not father-in-law, my stepdad. He picked out these. He's like, look how cute these are. They're already bitten into. I'm like, okay, throw it in the cart. So anyway, that is our tree. Far from traditional, but my children are so happy, so I'm happy. But we do have our little traditional village. These are from my grandma. She passed away, and I inherited the little village. So here we are. Anyway, sorry you're so close to my face right now. But yeah, so that is that. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll see a video soon from me. And if not, I'll see you in another 4 months. Okay, guys. The cat just like froze. I don't know how to start this, Ozzy. I feel so awkward. Help me. Help me, Ozzy. Help me. Oh, you're so cute, little old man. Oh my god. Oh my god, why am I so awkward? Alright, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna let it rip, Ozzy. What am I going to say? Excuse me, cat. I'm trying to sip on my drink.